Sorry.
And now I have a stent in my throat right here where they sewed it back together. And I've been struggling lately. So if I run out of here to go cough, that's what's up.
Oh gosh. You have an excuse. Okay, so the trick with throwing, you need to get the clay in the middle of the wheel. And you have to, the key to doing that is anchoring your elbows onto something that's not going to move as easily. So that, because if you can't, I'm not strong enough to control that unless I have something that my elbows are anchored to that makes it solid. This clay's pretty stiff.
Yep.
So
some of the bags on the bottom might be a little softer. Is that gonna work for you?
It's gonna work for me. I'm just concerned about anybody that
people who are less strong than you.
So I continue to keep my elbows anchored, because without that you can throw it off again. So that is the key to getting the clay in the middle of the wheel. And the other thing is you keep it going fast. And you know the interesting thing about Josh Deweese, his demonstration, I swear he never had the wheel going fast.
No, we noticed that.
I'm going like, how does he do that?
Yeah.
And that really affects that by itself. Affects what his pieces look like when they're done.
Yeah.
The speed of the wheel. And I know that I throw a whole lot faster than he does. But I was taught that you want the wheel going as fast as possible when you center, because that's the easiest way to center. And then you also want to go as fast as possible when you first put the first hole in. So again, my elbows are stable, and I press down as quickly as I can.
He's throwing really big pieces a lot of the time, and that's, you know what I mean? If you go too fast, then...
Well, once you get him high, but even his centering, I just was amazed by that.
He said something like, you don't need to go fast.
Yeah.
Maybe he learned on a treadle or something, you know?
I've slowed down since I've watched him. You can center without going fast.
I know. Yeah. Like I said, if you learn on a treadle, like I have a treadle, and you know what I mean? It never gets going that fast.
No. Or a kick wheel. Kick wheel goes pretty fast.
Yeah, same thing.
Anyway, so then...
So you open quickly, or get your initial hole in quickly.
Right. Down quickly so that I don't go like this and have a wobbly hole. So I'll just make a bowl. That's the easiest thing to make, because centrifugal force automatically pulls you out. So in order to make a bowl, I go up straight. And I'm doing it with my thumb. I'm just guiding the top with the sponge. I'm doing it with my thumb and my middle finger, and just pulling up like that.
From your left hand?
Yeah. And now I'm using my right and my left hand together, and I'm pulling up from straight. And I usually finish off the top, just so I make sure it doesn't get ragged. Then I kind of like how it looks when the pressure is coming from the inside of the piece to make the bowl shape.
You're using a metal rib
Go
there.
fast.
And I like these metal ribs will chatter. And I like it when I get chatter inside my bowls.
You can hear it chatter.
I heard it chatter.
And see, I got a hole. But you don't ever know where the chatter's going to show up. I don't have that much control over it.
Gives you a little texture.
I like the texture.
I love the chattering decoration on yours. It was really funny because remember you made me all those bowls for Super Bowl? She made me like 40 of these bowls, and they all have little chatters on it. It was beautiful.
She's the one who made all those bowls. All right.
Well, it was very funny because not shortly before that, Allison was giving me flack, telling me that wasn't like a valid decoration technique. Because I was doing it on my mind, and then she came in the studio and made like 40 gorgeous ones with the shattering on.
Oh, really? Why isn't that valid?
I don't know.
Anything
you know
is
how
valid.
People, you know how people are. She was just like,
And it's valid unless you're doing it during the trimming process, right?
I have a hole.
Trimming something that's too dry. That's when
I don't see. I'm a very much like a there are no rules school.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's what I told her. I go, that sounds like a rule to me. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna push
Shatter
this
when
out.
it's too dry.
Wait, this is shake down here.
Whatever gets the job done.
Except for safety rules.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
You started out with what, 2 pounds of clay?
It was about that size.
I'm down on
you didn't
people
weigh
use
it
too
then?
much water and then get out the propane.
Is that about the same amount of clay you used on the pots and the pan back there? Or is this a little bigger?
Oh no, those are tinier. That was half that size. Actually, I actually threw some of those off the hump. So they might have some cracking. So I poked a hole in this. See if I can get some other chatter to appear again.
Anybody seen our paddles?
Paddle.
Darin's in trouble.
Did you have a paddle in your tool bag? No? Huh.
I forgot my tool bag completely.
I've seen it in the last week
Do you have
over there.
You know what I need?
Do you have a what?
I need one of those wooden thingamajiggers.
Wooden thing. Like a paddle?
No. You want a needle? Just test the
No.
Probably like a knife or something.
Like the wooden tool?
The wooden tool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, not that.
that'll work. That one? You do that to me?
Yep.
Oh, that's even better. Thank you. I like it.
I have that in here for weeks.
That was a nice paddle at home. Oh well. You like the paddle though. Oh well.
So, I do,
You never know where people are going to put stuff away, huh?
I like a little swirl at the bottom of my bowls too.
I don't think anybody used the paddle besides me.
Okay. Now that'll be trimmed.
Good. Beautiful.
Who's this? Oh, that's not the paddle. This is
Easy.
flubber.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, and we're gonna burnish those.